All right, guys, our next piece of notes is going to be this foldable that is for weather and climate tools. So I'm going to show you very specifically how to fold it. So if you'll turn it over right side up, we're actually going to fold the top down, but we're not going to crease it all the way across. So you want to match up this corner where the glue dot is, not where the sunshine is. And we're going to follow that up and just put a little pinch right there, okay? So that when you open it back up, you have that crease line. So then we're going to take the bottom corner where it says calculator, and we're going to fold that up to our little crease line that we just made. And then we're going to press this edge down. So it's kind of a funny shape, looks like that. But that's where we need to be. Then you're going to take the weather rain gauge corner and fold it up across and match it up in your top corner up here, and then go ahead and crease that down like that. And then our bottom where it says graphs, charts, data, and info, you just see hearts and info though. We're gonna fold that up to match against right here. And if you've done this right, then your edge will match up over here. So you have this cute little foldable like so. All right, we'll go ahead and undo it. Those first two flaps, and then we're going to fill in this part right here. So it says, can we predict the weather? Yes, absolutely. Tools help us make predictions by studying trends over time. Predictions. Predictions. All right, let's open up here. And we are going to fill this in. So let's start. Let me zoom it in for you a little. Yeah. All right, weather tools. Weather tools measure daily conditions of the air outdoors. Measure daily conditions of the air outdoors. So then we have a series of weather tools and then some climate tools at the bottom. But let's start with our weather tools. A rain gauge obviously measures the amount of rainfall. All right, we're gonna go in and color that. Yes, I do expect you to color your notes today. So I'm coloring my rain gauge. I'm gonna color in the water to show that it has collected a small amount of water like that. All right, thermometer. Thermometer measures the air temperature in Fahrenheit. So we measure in Fahrenheit here in the United States. Okay, I'm going to take my red and I'm going to color in my thermometer up to that line to show that it is measuring temperature. Okay, hygrometer is next. A hygrometer, measures the amount of water vapor or humidity in the air. I'm going to color my little cloud in here to show that there is some level of water vapor in our air. sliding across to a weather vane. A weather vane determines the direction of the wind. Okay, weather vanes you see most often like on the top of a barn, or I mean a weather station would have them too. But when I think about them, I think on like the tippy top of a barn. Usually it's like a chicken or a rooster, but it can be done with just the arrow, and it will spin based on the direction of the wind. All right, anemometer is next. An anemometer measures the wind speed we're going to give ourselves a little key and say no spin equals no wind. Fast spin equals fast wind. So if you have just a slow spin, then you're having a little wind, maybe a breeze. A very rapid spin of the anemometer would mean that there's a lot of wind or a windy day. And it's hard to tell in this picture, but these are kind of like cup shapes on a stick, and they catch the wind and will spin based on the direction of the wind and the speed of the wind. All right, weather balloon is next. We saw a weather balloon yesterday in our Bill Nye video, and they collect data over large areas. All right, we'll color our weather balloon whatever color feels right to you. I'm gonna go green, just because. And the weather balloon typically has some tracking technology on the bottom of it, and then has some directions that ask whoever finds it once it falls to turn it in or follow certain directions. The balloon, once it gets to a certain height, is going to pop, and then the device at the bottom will fall to the ground, and hopefully somebody turns it in. All right, a barometer is next. It measures air pressure. And we are going to pull our red and our blue. We're going to color the H blue. The H will be blue. And that is your heavy, cold air. And your L is going to be red. And it is your warm air rising. All right, weather satellite is next. And we're going to write that it photographs and tracks large scale movements. So as weather systems move globally, your weather satellite out in space is going to collect that data. All right, next section, climate tools. We're almost done. We're going to write that it measures averages. Remember, climate is what you expect, not what you get. And that is temperature and rainfall. Just set it on my desk for me. Thank you. All right, temperature and rainfall. Next up, or the first tool in climate tools is going to be a calculator. And it is a tool that you would use to find that average of all daily weather data. Computers You're going to use computer technology and computer programming to make charts, graphs, and monitor trends. And last but not least, graphs, charts, data, and info help to analyze data, all the data pieces that are collected. All right, of course, I'm going to go in and add a little bit of color to these to make my notes a little more interesting. If you don't want to, this section you don't have to. You do need to make sure you have, especially your H and your L colored, but I would ask that you go ahead and color all of your weather tools up top. If you don't want to color the climate tools, that is up to you. I say why not though. This we are going to refold in just a second, and you are going to glue it on page 71. All right, color my little calculator screen. Boop. All right, there we go. Everything's colored nicely. And we're gonna refold this. So remember, we fold over in half. Bottom piece comes up, side piece comes over. You can color the front portion of this, your sunshine and your word tools, and then we are gonna glue it on page 71. Okay, so this is going on 71 in your notebook.